Selen Tiryakioğlu. İzmir, Türkiye'den geldim Kanada'ya. 6 yıl önce en son Türkiye'deydim. What I said just is my name is Selen Tiryakioğlu and I am from Izmir, Turkey. And the last time I was in Turkey was 2015, so 6 years ago. I decided to stay in Canada in the end of 2016. I was kind of seeing the political climate was really declining in Turkey, and I had seen good friends of mine who were like independent videographers or activists were getting arrested for no reason, and there is all these extreme censorship on Twitter and social media where you express your ideas, and anything basically against the government was not welcomed, and I'm an outspoken person, so. In Turkey there's always demonstrations because there's always something to people to fight for, right? Like the women's rights. So the demonstrations I have attended is mostly for women's rights, LGBTQ rights, animal rights, and of course environment mostly. As soon as an event happens, the Turkish government would put a media ban order so that nobody can make any news about that event. But the only environment for that becomes the social media. But social media is still a media, so it's like the Turkish government is like, okay, who are these people writing under this tag, or who are these people, and we're gonna find them and we're gonna take them to court. So in my case, there was big demonstrations in 2013 which we attended, and it's called Gezi Park movement, which was a big movement that was happening in every single almost city in Turkey against it was an anti-government protest, and there was people who got killed by the police shooting the tear gas, which they shouldn't be using as a weapon, but just to take the crowd off, like kind of thing. But they were literally shooting. So there was several people in several towns. So what I wrote on Twitter was "Killer and Burglar Erdogan," which is the president of Turkey. And also there was an incident where the Turkish money lost lots of value against American dollars, and then the Turkish government put a ban on sharing any kind of graphs about the Turkish and US dollar comparison like from the past. So I was sharing them without knowing. Anyway, so they came to my mom's house with a court order. I wasn't there, of course, and my mom called me, like, police came here today looking for you, and they are inviting you to the court because of your tweets regarding, like, so the case was actually insulting the Turkish government and Turkish president. So they're still doing it. There's like 11 trials gone without my existence there, so it's actually like completely against the law and order because like I'm absent, but it's still going on. My personal experience as a LGBTQ person, I always kept myself and this aspect of myself, kind of like a secret. So most of the times, that's what happens to LGBTQ people. They just like be themselves in environments where they feel safe. And most of the time, the society is not really accepting that. Like my aunt is also LGBTQ, and she got beaten up in front of her apartment one night when she was coming back home by these two guys because she was with her girlfriend, and they kind of like, just verbally attack them, and then they kind of responded, and then they just like literally physically attack them. And you know, if you go to police and then you just like, it's not gonna go anywhere, you know that, so you don't even bother doing that. So it's really, really stressful, so you don't want to be in that kind of environments. There's so many curious people here in the community, curious about the other cultures. So I feel so good about sharing my culture, and it mostly starts with like food, and the food part become a little bit of like my side business. I call it Turkish Caravan, and first I started bringing some things that I thought it's always cool, like Turkish towels, and then there's these leather shoes, and you know, things like very well known around the world, like Turkish Delight and stuff like that. So I just bring them around Christmas time, and would make Turkish bazaar nights, like here where we shoot. The Abbey studio belongs to my partner at that time. So we would do like Turkish coffee houses, and also like she is also teaching lots of dances from that region. So like when I watch her shows, I would feel connected too. And then through music, of course. I usually play more like multicultural, electronic and organic house music. The Turkish producers use a lot of nice old and new melodies in their mixes, and I use them in my mixes as well. So, and people, like one day I played at the Cornerstone down, and that was like one of the most fun experiences, because I was playing, and then there was this young group, and they were like just having so much fun with the music and then one of them came to me, and then he was like, "What is this music? It is amazing!" You know, I was like, "This is Turkish music." So my experience settling in Vancouver Island is actually, I'm pretty lucky that I came straight to a community like Cumberland, and all the people, like my partner at that time is a very prominent member of this community, and you know, she creates events, and so I get to meet a lot of people as soon as I got here. So that's like, I think that's really important, not to feel so lonely, you know. So for people who are coming here, I would say like take every opportunity to go to events that's in your interest, and find groups that's like, you know, are sharing same, you know, taste with you kind of thing. So I was like, in my refugee hearing, that's one of the things they ask you, because when you travel, they ask you, say, why didn't you claim? Because I've been to the States, I've been to Holland, I've been to Germany, and they're asking, like, why didn't you claim refugee status there? Like, you know, now you're here in Canada and doing it. So I said, like, I didn't think I would become a refugee at all at that time. And the sense of community here, where I thought I belong to and I can pursue life, and that's why I made a big decision like that, you know. And it's not easy, I think, to just leave everything behind and move somewhere if you don't have any kind of like ties. Like I said, my luck was my partner at that time, and being in a smaller community. I don't know how it would have gone if I was in a bigger city, but like there's so many amazing people here that always made me feel welcomed and included. So I think that was the main reason. It's just a matter of finding where you feel good, and I feel good here, so yeah, as soon as you find that, I think you just start putting your roots down.